Nintendo Switch 2, with plenty of games to get into, and we might even talk about accessories too. Hello, and welcome to the Straight Up Games podcast. Welcome to episode 91 of the Straight Up Games podcast. My name is Carrick. I am back after a couple of weeks of absence. And as always, on the air horn, I am joined by Graham.
Hello.
And I am joined by Mickey.
Hello.
And we're here today to talk to you about the Nintendo Switch 2. And based on that introduction, what I have to point out is it still classes as a rhyme because it was 3 different versions of the word 2.
Nice.
So that still counts.
Okay. Very good play on words.
Indeed. So we've got a big loaded show specifically about the Nintendo Switch 2 because obviously we had the Direct just last week. So we're not going to do the usual format because we've got an hour to get through as much as we possibly can on this. I am going to, however, give you a very small anecdote of what I have been playing very, very briefly. So I spent money on a game this week.
Okay.
I've been playing Avowed, obviously. I'm still in Dawnshore. Less about that, the better. But I spent money on a video game, and I spent money on Croc, The Legend of the Gobbos.
Yes. Oh, what?
So I downloaded Croc, The Legend of the Gobbos, and
excited.
I started Croc, The Legends of the Gobbos, and I watched the introduction to Croc, The Legend of the Gobbos, and then none of the buttons would press. So got to the menu, none of the face buttons recognised. Had to press the guide button to get back to the Xbox Home, quit out the game, restart my console. Tried it 3 times. So on the 3rd time of watching a very dated intro video for Croc, The Legend of the Gobbos, I refunded Croc, The Legend of the Gobbos.
No, that's sad.
Are you heartbroken?
I tried my best, but I couldn't persist any longer. I am a little bit disappointed because I wanted to make sure that we got the next one.
Yeah.
But the highlight of my few seconds with that game is the Argonaut Games intro is just a 3D render of an old telly in a bedroom, and it's got posters of all of its old games on the wall.
Such a good idea.
I like that.
And it just looks awesome.
Meant.
But yeah, so I didn't get to play Croc in the end and played more Avowed.
Workout.
Sad times. I tried. What can I say?
What a crock of shit.
Exactly. I mean, when I say I paid for, I use my Microsoft points.
Microsoft points
it's
off
even
of the
worse
open
'cause
The
you
tier.
reward
earned those.
points. Exactly.
You've earned
Yeah.
those in Dawnshore.
But never mind. So yes, the Nintendo Switch 2. Let's talk about that. So on Wednesday of last week, on the 2nd, we did, after our confusing timeline of show, where we had talked about the Nintendo Switch 1 Direct the day after the Switch 2 Direct,
Yes.
we got finally Nintendo lifting the lid in a bigger way
Yep.
on the Nintendo Switch 2. Exciting times.
Very.
Please, I am excited.
Please be excited. You are excited.
Please,
Yeah.
I am excited.
I will be excited. Thank you.
So, like, first reactions. Out of 10, the Direct.
The format, you mean?
Yes.
8.7.
Oh, that's random.
100-point scale.
Yep.
Mental.
I'd have given it an 8 or a 9.
Yeah.
8 or
fair.
9.
Yeah, I think
it
I was
a 10.
more towards an 8.
I think it was typical, sort of quite wooden, because Nintendo's the Directs can be quite wooden. But that's okay. Like, it's fine.
I can't actually remember now whether... Did it have the, like... Let's take a spin in Mario Kart World. Cheesy voiceover, man.
It sometimes, but no,
Right,
not in that way. Not in one sentence
Nintendo
format.
Direct ways.
Yeah,
fair
Yeah.
enough. Yeah, I think an 8 out of 10 for that Direct as a whole. I think it did for me personally, and I'd be very surprised if you didn't have the same opinion, Graham. It did sort of run out of puff halfway through.
Yep, I agree.
When it was sort of going through a lot of like more, regional content for the Japanese audience and that kind of thing, and it's sort of like, look, we have got games for launch. Honest, I think it lost a bit of steam in the middle.
I didn't watch it live because I was busy at work. So
Do
I
it
caught
live.
I know. I had to catch up in pieces on Wednesday night after I finished work. But
I watched it live and I was in pieces.
So I was blown away by the first half of it. I thought, yes, here we go with Mario Kart. We're talking about hardware, which and some obviously the gimmicks that people were sort of anticipating, which I think we'll get into, was to sort of discuss more broadly what we saw in the Direct. But I think generally speaking, yeah, I think an 8 out of 10's fair. From what I saw anyway.
Happy days. Fair enough. So it's out on June the 5th.
Yeah.
So that's like 8 weeks
Not
away.
very far. We called it. We said June.
We did.
Yeah.
We said June.
It's very early. I wasn't expecting this early in June.
I was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Make you
I know.
He knows. He's he works at Nintendo.
I've essentially predicted the lot. Like if we go back, I think I actually have.
We also called Switch 2 patches in Switch Online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a thing. We'll talk
Yeah.
about that in a little bit. But out in June, and I suppose just to rip this band-aid off, plaster. We're not American. I think it's more expensive than a lot of people were thinking. I thought it would probably be about this.
I think it's bang on.
We guessed $399.
But the reaction seems to be largely negative. The fact that it is 396 quid if you buy the Switch 2 on its own, or you can get it with the new Mario Kart for 430 quid.
Yeah, which I think's absolutely fine. It's been a long time since we paid anything less than that, really. And in today's world, where everything's a fortune, which sounds like an ITV game show. It's, I think it's reasonable. I think
Hosted by Bradley Walsh.
Yeah. I just wanted to, on that point, and this is in dollars, so we should probably caveat this. But,
Dingo dollars.
When you compare the other
this
consoles released in the market, depending on the time they were released, and when you sort of look at them in today's money, the NES released for $523
In today's money.
in today's money. The SNES was $460 in today's money. The N64 $400. The GameCube $359.
Pennies. The
Bargain.
GameCube
Yeah.
always pennies.
Bargain.
Yeah, the Wii was $394. The Wii U was $415, and the original Switch was $387. So the Switch
Can
2
you
is
imagine
right
working in a
kind of the
game
middle.
shop trying to convince people to pay £394
I know.
for a Nintendo Wii that didn't have 3 controllers, 2 plastic steering
Yeah.
wheels, and plastic
Yeah.
rods, a copy of Big Beach Sports.
Yeah.
I think another thing to think about is that when Pokemon Red and Blue came out all those years ago, 1996, I want to say, the equivalent of that was 60 quid, $60. So the game price is the thing I think that's pissing everyone off. But it was bound to happen.
Yes.
I think Nintendo have moved first because GTA will be coming at 100 quid. There's no two ways about it.
Yeah.
I'll be very surprised if it's anything less than that.
Especially now.
Especially now.
Yeah.
And after that, as Nintendo usually set the market, and as Rockstar usually set the market for games, everyone else will follow. And so
Yeah.
we just have to get used to it. When you look back at the prices of games and then add inflation, we've been underpaying for video games for a very long time. And the demands on developers and on companies to do well is way higher than it ever was then.
Yeah, developers are expensive too from a salary
Oh,
point of view.
absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, just game budgets, they reckon GTA 6 is going to cost $2 billion by the time it's out,
And I won't be
they can afford
surprised.
it,
Yeah.
which is nuts.
they make that in short cards in a year.
Absolutely. Of course they will. A year.
There or thereabouts.
Not even a
Yeah.
month.
I think it's worth this very quickly as well, when on the point of the price, talking about the elephant in the room for the US situation. The
Yes,
fact that-
pre-orders been pulled.
Yeah. And they've since it said that the price that they revealed for launch in America at $449 is now under sort of review because of all the tariff stuff that's going on. I mean, for Nintendo to announce their next biggest system, obviously the tariffs have a much bigger effect on many, many other things, but this is obviously a massive issue for Nintendo because ultimately this will be passed on to the consumer. So somehow they're going to have to come up with something, but the Mario Kart bundle before it got pulled was $500.
Yeah.
I was genuinely surprised that our price was not a direct dollar.
Yeah, I
pound
was
conversion.
too.
And
And even
Nintendo
like the
are usually
Joy-Cons
good
and
at that.
I don't
though.
know how we've gotten away with that because we just haven't been in recent years.
Yeah, Nintendo are usually good at that though, and I think it's because it comes from it goes to everywhere. Like they are very good at making sure everyone can play. Like I remember the equivalent in some countries when the Wii came out was like 60 quid or something just to make sure that it was priced at a point that was good for their economy. They just weren't dickheads about it.
Yeah.
Nintendo, not dickheads.
Not dickheads.
What a company motto.
10 out of 10.
But on the Mario Kart thing, just to sort of clarify, I don't think we actually said, but the RRP of Mario Kart physical will be $74.99.
Yes. And the
Which is big
Donkey
bucks.
Kong is less than that though.
$66.99 because
Because
you want to write out all those price stickers.
Yeah.
Get your Stadler pen ready.
Exactly.
Which
got one of them in the kitchen drawer.
to me that makes sense because Mario Kart. I genuinely believe that the games won't be the Mario Kart price tag all of the time. That's Mario Kart. That's Zelda. That's 3D Mario. I think the other ones will be Donkey Kong price. In which case they're cheaper than a PS5 game, and that's okay. Move on.
Yeah.
Like it's not a problem.
Well, I was
in my
reading
head.
something where apparently, Mario Kart is priced as it is because to support the price of the console, as in the console could have been more expensive than it is, but they've which is odd because it's bundled. But so there's economics,
and they're a limited SKU as well.
But yeah,
that won't go forever. The Mario Kart bundle.
No, that'll be a launch SKU. I would have thought.
Yeah,
it might come back at Christmas.
Yes.
I think they have been a bit naughty. I think they've been a bit PlayStation with their Switch 2 editions, and we'll get into the sort of the complexities of how the games work. But I think 65 quid for a game you already owned to get the Switch 2 version of it. Like if you've never played Breath of the Wild and you want to play Breath of the Wild in the Switch 2 edition, it's 65 quid. You can't just buy the standard version, and you get all the upgrades free.
So for instance, it would be better to buy a copy of Mario Party Jamboree on Vinted now. And then buy the upgrade pack, than it will be to pay 65 quid
when we find out how much those are. Because we know that the Zelda ones are going to roughly be about $10.
Yeah.
But they apparently could be different prices for different games. Because Mario Jamboree and something else that I can't remember the name of, but another one, there's like new content in those, whereas they haven't done as much. Kirby, that's the one.
Yeah.
Whereas they haven't done as much to the Zelda games.
Which is good. Like, I'm glad that the prices are different because they could easily have just said upgrade packs are and given what price.
Some money.
Whereas things like Jamboree, which essentially is an entirely different game, because now it's got all of the iToy mini games in it.
iToy is back.
iToy is back. And Kirby, which has an entirely new world in the same way that Super Mario 3D World came from the Wii with everything included and then some. I don't mind paying a premium for that at all. Like Jamboree I don't have yet, and I might pick up a copy and get an upgrade, but I love physical, and I bloody love a red cart.
But Nintendo Switch 2 edition games will not come on a red cart because they come in a red box, but then it's a Switch 1 game with a voucher for the upgrade.
Correct.
Which is Shan.
It's not.
It is Shan.
In my opinion. I'm assuming it won't come on a red cart.
Yeah, but from a collector point of view, the box being plastic and paper is more than enough. That's fine.
No more red spines though.
No more red
wraps
spines.
around the spine now,
which I don't mind because that's proper GameCube era.
I've not seen the box art.
So price, it's coming out. I've got mine pre-ordered. I'm very excited. I get to go to a shop on launch day because it just so happens that I'm out of work at that point because I finish a job the day before and start a job 2 weeks later.
Lush.
So I'm going to play loads of video games. But yeah, very excited for that come launch. And as we've already mentioned, Mario Kart is going to be there day one, and it looks ace.
It looks phenomenal, man.
Yeah.
It really does. Did you watch the Tree House?
Yeah.
I watched bits.
Man.
Yeah, but Bob Ross was playing Mario Kart.
Yeah,
Actual Bob Ross.
Actual Bob Ross. I thought you looked like Surge System of a Down fans.
I do now understand the reference. He had a large afro.
Yeah, he did. Real grinding. That's fun.
Real grinding, platforming essentially because you can wall ride, wall run, wall drive.
I hope,
and then bounce between.
I really, really hope this is more Burnout Paradise than it is Forza Horizon.
Okay.
In a sense, there's just things to do in and around the city, like stunt jumps to do and
billboards.
Well, it looked like you go around collecting food to get your cosmetics, which is how your character looks.
Yeah,
that looks like the thing they gave away.
Food.
Yes, food packs, and by sampling the different foods that are in the area that you're in, your character will work by changing outfits.
Nice.
So in the treehouse thing, I think it was Mario ate a burger and became like Racer Mario, like American, proper like Americana Super Mario. Whereas Sultan Wario, I don't know, a kebab.
Here be dragons. Sultan Wario, though, what an incredible costume.
Oh yeah. Superb.
Looks like the dad out of Aladdin.
Absolutely.
Because he's short and wide.
Yeah.
Looks class.
But that trailer, I was just smiling the whole time.
Aye.
Everything they've
Looks
shown us
really
of that
good.
game, it looks lush.
I can't wait to see what it looks like in 4K.
Yeah,
I know, 4K, man. That's ridiculous. 4K Mario
4K
Kart.
Mario Kart. And the all the players on the grid, I thought would feel a bit busy. In that, it just doesn't.
Yeah, they've scaled the tracks well.
Yeah.
So
For
well.
them all to fit in.
And I love the idea of the Grand Prix just being a continuous race between locations. Because then, if you're 24th and your pal's just gone first and now he's in the other track, good.
Yeah.
Like, none of this starting again bollocks. I just love it. I love everything about it. Really do.
It the fact that there's as you've mentioned, you've got these continuous races. There's the open world, which is nuts. I hope there's loads of collectibles. Like, I might be a little bit more willing to go and collect the equivalent of 900 Korok seeds in the little go-kart than I was in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
The fact that you can do traditional Grand Prix as well.
Yeah.
Awesome. Battle mode in those open world scenarios will be amazing.
I'm sure we'll see, because there's this dedicated Switch, a direct for Mario
on the
Kart.
7th.
Yeah.
So much was announced and shown in the treehouse. I was so surprised.
more to
That
say.
direct must be packed.
Aye. It's worth saying that they did confirm that it's Switch 2 exclusive. It's not coming to the original Switch, which I think you said, Mickey, in my prediction round. But the idea that they're going to sort of isolate that audience, and I think it probably, because technically it probably wouldn't work on the Switch 1.
It would look pap
if
they did manage to.
Because of the 24
Not just
races.
that, but the
thing.
online services aren't going to be there.
I'm keen to see how they've maintained its longevity. When you think about the length of time that Mario Kart 8 was around, like, how do they add to that? Do you sort of buy bolt-on worlds? It's sort of like you add new little islands or little locations. So you can have. There's Hyrule Field and there's a course on there, for example. That'd be pretty.
I
really
assume
do think
there's going to
that's-
be cosmetics you buy.
I think that, but I also think Nintendo Switch Online is going to buy you the next packs.
The expansion one.
Different maps or different places on the world map. But Mario Kart Tour got shut down, and there was a lot of Mario Kart Tour things in that trailer and in the treehouse.
Okay.
And so in my head, I would probably predict-ish that in the direct we see a Mario Kart Tour style every month. Something is kind of rotating at all times. Now, when Tour retired, they just had done a full calendar year, and you just play through that over and over again. And I think that might be the game plan here. Say it's got a 2-year cycle, they can just indefinitely kind of repeat those tracks. Or release them all at once for everyone to have. But that way, in my head, it keeps it very fresh. Because Tour was brilliant for that. And then they can go, right, you're going to the real world location off the Mario Kart world map. You're doing your Paris tracks, your Germany tracks, and all of the other advertising that they want to put through to you. And that rotates. And that, to me, makes sense. It's Forza too. Like, when they've got licensed content, it's always limited. Because then they can't keep it forever.
Unless it's the Mario
It just goes away.
Kart 8.
The Mercedes. How they kept that forever, I've got no idea. No, I think because Mercedes must have just went, Mario went, "Aye," and then
Forever.
went, sign on this dotted line. And he just went,
None of
yeah,
it.
no bother, fine. Thank you, Mr. Mercedes. we own Mercedes.
I'm keen to see what the full character roster is as well, because you think about if there's 24 races per round, you're sort of like, well, what characters have they got to mix that up enough?
Everybody is here.
Yeah,
Like-
it's the Smash Bros thing.
Like,
and I wonder if they do that.
The little flippy duck things from Sunshine are there.
The Delfino, just regular islanders were there. There was all sorts.
A dude.
The cactus on it.
There was also there
Yes,
was
used to
also
be the
yeah.
cactus. Obviously, there's the cow from Moo Farm.
Yeah.
But I did think it was interesting that it was all Super Mario World characters, as in like Mario Universe characters, which, to your point, where's everyone else?
Yeah, I think this is that, like what Smash Bros did, but they do that with Mario Kart. Like, they do a direct every now and again, and there's a new character revealed, and it's Solid Snake driving around in a cardboard box.
Cardboard box with wheels stuck on.
Make it happen.
Oh, Chief Innie's Warthog.
Yeah,
Let's go.
but like
There's a lot.
from Mario Kart
there.
8, a lot of people Link, a lot of people
Yeah.
play as Isabelle,
Okay.
Villager from Animal Crossing 2, the Donkey Kong characters.
Yeah.
So we can't not over at this point, I don't think. You have to appease the Mario Kart 8 fan base that's still so strong.
I suppose that's what you get to get those isolated worlds where you've said there about
100%.
real world geography type locations. They'll be go off to Hyrule for a bit.
Yeah.
The possibilities, man. That's
How good does the water look?
So good.
It's very pretty. So the Switch 2 is 1080p handheld. It is 4K 60 when it's docked.
Yeah.
And the console in handheld mode does HDR. So assuming that carries over when it's running in 4K.
No handheld PC does, I don't think.
I don't think so.
Not one.
And if I plug in my Legion Go into my telly, like it'll try and run at the resolution of the screen, but it won't do it very well. But because we've got the bespoke dock that has the magic in it, we get that uplift in spec where we can run it in 4K on the telly. So all of those features with HDR, making it look pretty as hell, like exciting. Really exciting. I hope there's like a Battle Royale mode in it as well.
The knockout rounds clever.
Well, so I played a weird kart game a few months ago. I can't remember the name of it, but that was the concept of it. You played 3 races, and you had to finish in the top 20 out of 24, and then it was the top 16, and then the top 8. So they've just lifted that and gone, we'll have that because we're Mario Kart, and this is where karting games happen. The publisher of that game must be like, oh,
okay,
we'll just turn it off. It's not even out yet. We'll just turn it off.
But it's a me.
Oh dear.
The specs like properly made me happy. The non-OLED screen thing was a worry until I said docked 4K. I was like, well, I've only really played the Switch 1 in docked mode.
Well, the fact that LCD screen can do HDR,
which is huge, and the pixel difference is massive. Like the comparison they showed on the direct of like what the old 1080p screen was to what the new 1080p screen was, or what the old screen pixels were. Sorry, to this, like out of this world, and then. I know we're jumping around, but like the tutorial game, the pixels of World 1-1 in Super Mario Brothers was unbelievable when you think like that's the pixels that they had to play with back in the day, and then it like expands. So the technical nonsense, it's very Nintendo, but it's fine. Like I don't mind that it's 1080p. I'm gonna play it docked almost always.
Yes. Yeah, I will be playing it docked most of the time. 4K Mario Kart.
Yeah, why would you not?
Awesome idea.
It is.
So, before we get into the next game, unless anyone has any more Mario Karty thoughts.
I mean, we could probably do a whole episode on Mario Kart.
Probably
shouldn't.
Nintendo are going to do that for us on the 17th of April.
Yes.
Something that would apply to Mario Kart is the fact that we've now got this game chat feature.
Yeah.
So finally, you don't have to have your phone
You know what the
to
C
talk
button
to people.
does?
I was a little bit let down by the C button, but at the same time, I was like, yeah, of course, that's what it's for.
So
for chat.
Yeah, essentially. And I'm a bit annoyed to guess that, considering how basic it is. But yeah, we're in a realm of like, press a button, you can chat to your Maras. Like, I like that. I do like that. And it's very Xbox 360.
It's very Xbox 360. It's very Microsoft Teams. It's very Nintendo in that they've gone, because I was thinking a little bit about this after the Direct. Why not just do
a headset? And
then you think, for the same reason everything else is so complicated but makes sense when it's Nintendo, we're protecting the bands. 100% we're protecting the bands. When little Jimmy's upstairs on his Xbox and he's being racist, sexist, and you know what, and then his dad comes in and goes, "Are you winning, son?" And he goes, "Yeah, it's going well, Dad, thank you very much." And then he goes back downstairs, little shit's giving it whatever, and hearing whatever through his headset. The Nintendo thing feels very everyone's involved.
Yeah.
Mom's walking through and you go, hello, Jimmy's cousin, your Ari pet. How's your mom? Will you stick her on? Is she there? It's lovely. Like it's so Nintendo.
But like I've had occasions where I've been playing on the Xbox in the front room, and Kirsty's been like, "Well, this is rubbish because you're talking to mates and I'm just sat here."
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I'll try and put them through the telly, and you try and include people who are in the room, and it just doesn't work because. One person doesn't have a microphone, it's not working anymore. That Nintendo solution to me, I was just like, that's awesome. Because then you can have a load of people in one room, they'll talk, it'll pick up on the microphone, which is in the device and not the Joy-Con, which I thought was
very
a bit
interesting.
odd. And so everyone's involved in that conversation. So it is like being in a meeting room on Teams.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you though, because there's been times where we used to do the whole. I mean, back in the day when I was there more than I am now, especially Xbox Live, and you'd go like, "Oh, Jen says," in response to what they'd been talking about that she could hear through the telly. Yes, it does fix it. Now, the thing that I'd text you as soon as it happened, Carrick, was that's amazing if it works.
Yes. Yeah.
The noise cancellation thing is amazing if it works. What you don't want, for the same reason that Mom's coming through asking if little Jimmy's cousin's mom's there, is the pans are going, the dog's barking, all the things that happen in games, because game chat's bloody annoying at the best of times.
Yes. I mean,
Especially when there's 24 players in a race.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Absolutely, yeah.
Hell. Imagine that screaming at you through the telly. I'm always impressed by how good noise cancellation is in work stuff. So if it works as well as that,
Teams is phenomenal at it.
Like happy days.
Zoom's all right. Teams is next level. And if it is that,
I'm not convinced this will work. Like, in my setup in my living room, I think my living room is too long. If I had my Switch on my TV unit and I'm sat on the sofa,
so my worry is very far away from it as well, 100%. But we'll see. You know, it's one of them.
Is it that thing where it's the modelled around a Japanese living room situation where we had those weird things where things just it doesn't work in our way that our houses are set up.
In all the trailers, your sofa's in front of your telly. Which my sofa's up against the wall.
Yeah, it's the American style walk behind the sofa sort of thing. And in the UK that isn't a thing. Like
your brother's got his hands on the back of the sofa. What you playing? Give over. No one's like that in real life. Brothers farting their hands and smacking in your face as they walk past.
And now you can see your brother do that because it's got a camera.
Yeah, true.
I'm kind of sad that the Kinect this wasn't a thing when the Kinect was around.
Yes, I knew it would have been before, like, not the right time either. We went through this funny period, didn't we, with the Xbox 360 where they had the camera and you could sort of mock yourself up onto a Rainbow Six Vegas character.
Tiger Woods.
Or put yourself on FIFA or Tiger Woods. But that kind of went away quite quickly, and then now we're in a position where you can come back and
made their face a dick and balls on Rainbow Six.
It also went away though because people didn't trust the Kinect and they didn't trust Vision Camera to do what they wanted it to do.
How far we have come.
So far, but it was just ahead of its time because all of the tech is now in demand across a whole world of devices outside
your
of gaming.
TV remote listens to you.
It does.
Like,
I do like the idea of having like the sort of the 4 chat icons. And for anybody who's not seen it, if you watch the direct, it's sort of you get these 4 kind of square templates that sit below the main game screen where it's got your avatar,
like on Teams.
Like on Teams, it flashes when you talk. But if you've got the Switch camera, which I think is £35, something like that.
$39.99.
$39.99.
If you want the Piranha Plant one, it's $49.99 and worse, but it looks better.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It
looks amazing.
It does look
which
so good.
The camera is also the reason that the Switch 2's got a USB-C port on the top.
Yes.
Because we didn't know why.
Sorry, I just really quickly have to say that when the camera is plugged in, it looks awful. I wish it was in the back.
Why isn't that in the dock?
Yeah.
Because then every time you undock your Switch, you've got to unplug your camera.
Yep.
Stupid.
I think, and I watched a video of somebody with their hands on after the Direct 2 and the press got to go and have a fiddle with it, is apparently the Joy-Cons will go on
both ways.
So I wonder if the port's on both ends.
You nearly said back to front there.
I did.
I kind of want that to be true.
So imagine all of the streams, like
this game
dark,
shit.
completing Dark Souls without being able to see the buttons.
Yeah, that's the
mirror mode.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
FromSoft's new game. You got to play from the back of the Switch. $49.99. Yeah,
but the other way around.
Yeah, the other way around. Because I think the idea is you could. I don't know.
Rotate it.
I don't know if it rotates like your phone does when you sort of flip around. I have no idea.
I imagine it will.
I can't. Surely not. It's because the game cart goes in the top, not the bottom.
It's Nintendo. It's bound to have a gyroscope in it.
Possibly.
Well, it does. We know that from Welcome Tour.
There you go.
But anyway, on the point with the camera is when you've got the Switch 2 camera, it overlays your face onto your little avatar on the bottom of the screen, so you can see each other while you're chatting. Yeah. Just like you would with FaceTime or whatever. It's a neat idea.
I absolutely love it.
It makes everyone a Twitch streamer. Like the bands are now used to watching
100%.
games with someone overlaid on top of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I personally, I love it because there's been times these times because we've all got lives now, but there's been times on like game chat where you've all been in tears and you can't play the game that you're all supposed to be playing anymore because someone said something ridiculous that's cracked everyone up. That with cameras, there's a generation of people who are going to live the Xbox 360 lives we lived, and the whole time just see each other up and down in tears laughing.
Yeah.
And for that reason, I absolutely love it. I think it's a perfect idea.
Yeah.
The game sharing, however, is questionable. So yes, you get to overlay your camera over it, but the game that comes through appears to be about 2 frames per second.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And so if you've got a full party, it's just a bit messy.
So this you can share what you're playing.
Yeah, so
with somebody else in chat.
You're playing in the big screen, and then along the bottom four, you can see what your friends are playing as well.
So it's essentially when you used to play Mario Kart 64 and your split screen was there, and you could see what the other player was doing.
Yes.
And if you were a total piece of shit, you would watch what they were doing so that you could dodge whatever was going to happen next.
Yeah.
You can now do that, but online. Yeah. And I hate the idea of it. If you think I'm screen sharing a Mario Kart, you've got another thing coming.
I like the fact that you can do it with other games, though, so you can just hang out and everyone can play games. Yeah. And that makes us wonder whether the FPS thing is deliberate, and it is like a slideshow, so you can see what someone else is doing, but you're not distracted by it.
Yes.
So you can play your own thing and occasionally glance and say, oh, yeah, you're at that point. Isn't that good?
Okay.
And it has to be that. That and the demand to be constantly doing frame for frame video across 5 different people while you play a video game will be big. Like the console needs to just do its thing and not just be a Teams machine. So I get it. I do get it.
Teams machine.
Yeah, it's good to see them keeping. I mean, Nintendo are famous for innovating, and they're innovating in new ways where they're introducing sort of social aspects to console gaming that Xbox and PlayStation have had for a long, long time, and they sort of dabbled with it with the Switch. But this is like, I say dabbled. There's a big online community with Switch, but this is sort of the next level for them.
It's finally arrived.
And it's also,
sensible.
I'm sure Turtle Beach are like going, oh, you don't need a headset.
You can have a headset, though.
Yeah, I'd imagine you can.
Because the new Pro controller, 80 quid or whatever it is, 75 quid, has got a jack in it. So you can go the headset route if you so wish.
Okay.
Which, you could on the Switch one anyway, to listen to things. And then if you had that app, you would usually put earphones in, so it's no different to that.
On the hands-on...
Sorry, I was going to say, if it works, though, I don't know why anyone wouldn't use the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
It's just such a good idea.
Yeah, it is.
If it works.
If it works.
The other stuff that we saw from the hands-on, from the press after the event, was obviously we got to see it in people's hands and the sort of size of it. And people had their original Switches with them, and they put them side by side, so you get a good sense as to how much bigger it is. I said this to Mickey earlier, I really hope the new Joy-Cons, because they are bigger, that default gamepad is a lot more comfortable compared to the original console, because that first Switch pad was awful.
The lump of plastic you get in the box with it.
Yes. The way when you put your Joy-Cons and that sort of defaulted grip controller, it was like, who's this? Well, this is for little people. It's not for me.
As a fat man, my main problem with that is it wasn't broad enough.
Yeah.
Like, because it is so thin down the middle and you put the Switch, I feel like I was like hunkered over it almost. Whereas even though it's only like an extra few centimetres wider, it's far more relaxed to sit with a gamepad.
Yeah, it is. But then you look at, like, obviously other gamepads in the market, what Xbox and PlayStation have evolved over time. Even the Pro controller, like, they've got an example to base it on. Just make the plastic a little bit wider.
Yeah.
To make the sort of the default position where you hold your hands on the thumbsticks feel good, like feel okay. Like
that's a very good point.
So it's not the Joy-Cons that the issue; it's the bit of plastic that's slid into.
Yeah.
So yeah,
the Pro controller, this type like Switch controller is my favorite controller out there, purely because you can charge it last year and it's got full charge when you turn it on this year.
When I said that I'd pre-ordered the Pro controller, and you're like, well, the battery's going to finally run out. So you need to just throw it away and buy a new one.
Absolutely. Just get a new one at this point. They're disposable. I did not know.
You'd be able to sell that on Vinted, I suppose, because you get the same money for it that you paid for it when you bought it.
Probably.
Yeah, that's true.
Probably.
But the new one, I mean, it looks slightly better. It looks more comfortable. There's triggers on the back.
The C button looks so stupid.
The C button does look stupid, but the C button looks stupid on probably everything that they're going to release.
Because it's square.
Yeah. Why are they doing that?
It's the fact that they've put it next to the bevel of the joystick. That's what makes it upset my brain.
Yeah.
Why is it not on the top, like on the GameCube? controller that they're re-releasing
yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
hey,
And why isn't the GameCube controller that they're releasing the Wavebird shape?
well,
Fat
so
pad.
this is the thing: is people are going like, do we still even need a Wavebird anymore? Like, and so many people have invested so much money into Wavebird
Yeah.
that, you know, like me, that it's like, do we just get rid of them now? Are they pointless? Like, yeah, they work, but if this works too, like, well,
Because Nintendo are very good at getting you to spend more money.
they are,
They are very good at it.
and I will.
See? So
Because the
Nintendo
Pro
wins it
controller,
again.
the old one supported.
Yeah.
This one's got back buttons.
It does, and I
Which
want
you'll
those
never
back
use.
buttons.
Which you'll never use.
Yes, I will somehow. Don't know how, but
You'll
I will.
make yourself. We've mentioned the on a plan camera. We've mentioned the camera. So I think that pretty much covers the accessories world.
Launch lineup?
Yeah. What do we want to? So the Welcome to a app thing.
Why is that not free?
Should
Why
be
isn't it
free.
on the machine
100% should be free.
Day one free.
That's not a Nintendo move, and my only reasoning behind why is that it's cost them more money than they expected to make it, and they need to recoup the losses. Because if Astrobot came free on a PS5,
Yes.
a fully fledged, massive one loved, Welcome to should not be a $5.
Yeah. It should not be a $5 for the instruction manual
Yes.
Yeah.
because that's what it seems to be. Yes, there's a few
John.
little mini games in it, and the mouse mode one where you've got the little spaceship and you want to avoid the bombs. That's going to kill me.
That looks like anxiety.
But it should be free. It should just be on.
It should be free. The best thing about Nintendo as a kid is a kind of game in a shop and then reading the manual on the way home.
Yeah.
Imagine
Yeah, it
if
was.
after you bought your console or you go home with your console for a birthday instead of Christmas, and the first thing you do is play your instruction manual. Like that memory
Yeah.
would be
Yeah.
amazing
Yeah.
for kids. And instead, it's probably going to get missed by a lot of parents because they'll go $5, and I don't want that. Why would I want that?
It'll just seem like a daft app. It won't feel like a...
The fact that they are selling it
experience.
for a $5.
Yeah.
Like when the
They
first
don't
said
need a
it's
$5.
paid, I was like, oh Christ, this is going to be 20 quid
Yeah.
or whatever. That's no one's buying that. But it's kind of worse that it's a $5.
I wonder if they've made it a $5 so they make... If you do buy that game, it makes you switch 400 quid. Because the price of the Switch in the UK is...
You might be right. You know.
Yeah,
95.
oh God.
Yeah, you might be right.
It's just to round it up.
I wonder if. Well, no. Nah,
Okay.
never mind. Sorry, I was trying to give it some redeeming qualities. Yeah.
So
It
for
shouldn't
anyone
be
who's
a
not
$5.
seen it as of yet, the Nintendo the Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour is a game where you wander around on a giant Switch as a little character who isn't a me,
No.
No.
and isn't anything that's recognisably Nintendo, doesn't even look like the yoga lady off of Wii Fit. It's just a little dude that you walk around on, or dudette.
Looks like something from the Severance intro.
Yes, that's exactly what it looks like, and it's just, and you still need to watch
I
Severance.
do. Have you seen the Half-Life 2?
Yeah. Raising Kratos, however, not yet watched that. You wander around in some museum and you go up to it and it goes, this is the up button on the D-pad. You
Yeah.
press it and things go up. This is the right button on the D-pad.
Guess what it does?
I do like that you got to get stamps like it's the Nintendo Museum. That's good. Like you visited the
Completionist.
Joy-Con stamp.
Apparently you're going to get to go inside.
Yes, you do. You
which
get to
is
go
the
in an
interesting bit.
elevator.
Did they
which-
show that on Treehouse?
No, so that was the thing that they were holding back, was like they want people to experience it, so they didn't show it on
I see.
Treehouse. But I think, and this is cool and annoyingly cool, I think the infrared sensor is the elevator, and so the doors open as if it was.
That's, yeah. Okay.
That's
Cool.
clever.
It is clever. It is cool. It is like...
It should be free.
It
should
is
be free?
Astrobot, but it should be free.
Yeah, it should be
on the
free.
machine, you get to the start menu, which looks exactly the same as the Switch, and then you go, oh, what's this?
Not even that, but
I
like,
wonder if they give it to America for free because of all the pricing carry on.
Christ, no, they'll charge them 15 quid, and then tell them that they'll be happy about it.
Please be excited.
Yeah.
Pre-order now.
But what I would have loved is to turn the console on and go, would you like to play the tutorial?
Yes.
Like, would you like to play the hardware
Explore
instructions?
this thing.
And then you go, yeah, no bother. Thanks.
Peculiar. Before we get on to the other 3 big Nintendo games, I'm just going to rattle off a bunch of names, and we can talk about any that we wish to do so. So we've got, on day one, for the Switch 2, we've got Street Fighter 6, we've got Split Fiction, we've got Hogwarts Legacy, which is already on the Switch, we've got Hitman World of Assassination, we've got Yakuza 0, we've got Bravely Default, Deltarune, Civ 7, Survival Kids, Cyberpunk 2077, Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess, which is that Capcom game, Pure Tetris 2, Rune Factory, something Ambition, which I can't read, Fast Fusion, Fortnite, and Arcade Archives 2, Ridge Racer.
So, of all those great games, the one I want to talk about is Fortnite. And the reason that I want to talk about Fortnite is because I was very surprised to not see Warzone on that list.
That's a very good point.
I didn't think of that.
Me card.
No. When Game Pass decided that it was going to be get anything that's not an Xbox and play games, the first things to go on there were Warzone and Fortnite.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, that's a good point. Also, I can't see anything from Ubisoft on here.
No, so that was weird.
There is... Star Wars Outlaws is coming, but not at launch.
Not for launch. Yeah.
So they're all your launch games. And as I said, what I found odd was that Hogwarts Legacy is coming to Switch. It's on the Switch.
Yeah.
But the Switch version is absolutely shan. This will be the full fat.
Cyberpunk. That'd be interesting to see how that plays on the Switch
I was
too.
Quite surprised to
see. The ROG
Cyberpunk
struggled, but this is supposedly more powerful than the ROG.
Docked in 4K.
Yeah. I think this will be a real test as well for Nintendo to be sort of claim its space alongside PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, because it's an opportunity for them to take games like Cyberpunk and say, yeah, it looks great on the system, but our system does all this other stuff too, and you can play Mario Kart. Like, if that's the case and it really does work as well as that, then PlayStation and Xbox will be sort of watching very closely. In fact, PlayStation put out a survey this week on the back of over the weekend. Just sent it randomly to, I guess, anybody who's got a PlayStation ID and said, what did you think of the Switch 2 Direct?
Does it matter that they've got games and we haven't?
Yeah. So they are listening, and I have to listen because of games like Cyberpunk and Civ 7, even with the new mouse use case with the Joy-Con. Perfect game for that.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
So, and obviously the Fortnite thing, millions and millions of people play Fortnite anyway, but...
I was surprised that wasn't on there as well.
That's a very good point. Yeah, Switch 2 edition of Minecraft, especially now that we've got the vibrant visual stuff.
It will. It'll come.
Oh, it'll come. Of course, it'll come. But I was surprised it wasn't.
Contracts being signed, so still that just didn't get over the line in time for the direct.
I do wonder, though. Remember a little while ago where I think it was it 2 episodes ago? We talked about how developer kits hadn't gone out to everyone.
Yes,
they've gone out to a very select few. Yeah. I wonder if it's because they were late in the day.
Possibly.
So the Ubisofts, the Microsofts didn't get them.
Yeah, that's a good point. I actually didn't think of that.
I was very surprised not to see Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Yeah, I was too.
I assumed that would have been there.
There's time.
There is.
Well, so other games coming in the not too distant future. I don't know if there's anything that people want to talk about specifically. I thought the trailer for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 looked really rough.
It looked extremely rough. And I also thought it got a lot of time considering the other games that were on there.
Yeah.
For example, Project 007 out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I genuinely thought that was going to be the full game reveal, and I was like, what the
We'll get out of this summer, I think, now. I think now that they've been waiting to sort of announce it's coming to Switch 2, at Summer Game Fest or something, we'll get something about the Bond game, you'd think. I think that from all of the games on this list, the couple of things I wanted to sort of shout out were the fact that Fantasy VII's coming to Switch 2.
That is huge, yeah.
Before Xbox, that's mental.
Yeah. I was annoyed that we didn't get the tweet from Xbox, the post-direct tweet where they go, these are coming as well.
Yeah, like every PlayStation showcase where Xbox
the elephant in the room.
But there's been none. There's been none of that. And there's other games here that surely aren't going to be Switch 2 exclusive or Switch exclusive.
No. So the Hollow Knight Silk Song was the first time we've seen that in ages, that they've been deathly silent. Yeah. And that was like between being an Xbox thing and a Nintendo thing. And so Nintendo flashed it up for all of a second. I'll be very surprised if we don't see that on Xbox coming up.
The other one I was going to call out was, as bored as we are of Borderlands, we've got a AAA shooter coming out at launch on the Switch.
Bloody Randy, man.
Yeah, Randy man.
In that 2K section, the fact that it was Randy and everyone was like, oh God.
Yeah.
And there's more to come from 2K, and then they did the Civ bit, and there's more to come from 2K, as if to go, we're going to talk about Grand Theft Auto, but we're not.
Yeah.
Yeah. They'll get proper FIFA, which I think for a lot of people is a big win because Switch has had a shit version of FIFA for a long, long time.
Since Football Club, it has been the latest version.
Is it really?
They did release a new proper
version
I didn't know that.
For the Switch. Oh, right, okay.
How are they managing that?
I have no idea, but it wasn't just new squad data.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's big titles on this list. Some stuff that's coming out later in the year, which is launching sort of day and date as they are across Xbox and PlayStation. But some stuff, and I think the FromSoft title was a big surprise for probably a lot of people. The fact that FromSoft have made a game for
Legally
Switch
distinct
2.
Bloodborne.
Yeah.
The
Which
more
is a single player game.
it's not a thing. The more I look into it, the more I don't understand why it's on Nintendo. Because it's a PvP
Yeah.
battle royale style Souls-like.
Yeah.
What?
Big in Japan.
What someone's done there is got, you know, them little plastic bingo machines, and they've just spanned the wheel and then dropped the ball and gone Souls-like, and then they span it again and they've gone PvPvE. What's the setting? Bloodborne. Okay, let's do it again. Yeah. What is it? Battle Royale. And where's it coming out on? Nintendo Switch 2. Whoa, we gambled too many times.
PvPE glue.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, and apparently it's not. So it is Switch 2 exclusive, but it appears to be a timed exclusive.
Right, okay, that makes a bit more sense.
Yeah, but we shall see.
We shall indeed. GameCube? So the Nintendo stuff. Well, GameCube, bloody hell.
GameCube, yeah.
Nintendo Classics, as it's now called.
Which I did like. I really liked the name change.
Which I will still call Virtual Console, even though that's not what it's called on Switch anyway.
Virtual Console is the name of the game.
Yes.
But yeah, 3 games, Soul Calibur with Link.
Class.
F-Zero GX, and then Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, which is a shame because that stamps out us getting the Wii U Perfect Edition anytime soon. However, Twilight Princess not being on there kind of gives a bit of hope.
Yeah, good point. Yeah.
But just so far, which is fine. That's how it usually starts, and then they'll start rolling out from out of nowhere. I was just over the moon, properly buzzing.
Yeah.
Sunshine obviously in that list. Luigi's Mansion in that list.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because we got Luigi's Mansion 2 remade. So we're obviously not going to get the first one remade, I assume.
Beautiful Joe, just do that, please.
I hope so.
For the bingo card, if nothing more.
And Eternal Darkness.
They'll do Eternal Darkness,
Yeah.
They have to.
Yeah. Should we talk about maybe what games can you play on the Switch 2? Because this is confusing.
What on earth do you mean?
So this is, you can play Switch 2 games, you can play compatible Nintendo Switch games, or you can play Nintendo Switch 2 edition games.
Or you can play Nintendo Switch games which have received a patch that doesn't make them a Nintendo Switch 2 edition game, but does enable some Nintendo Switch 2 features. That's the fourth. That's the secret fourth option.
The nanas.
Just dreadful. Like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is not a Switch 2 edition, but they are enabling, like they're unclocking it.
Yeah.
So that it doesn't run like a bag of shite.
Yeah.
I was very glad to see that not look shit. But still.
Oh, ZA?
Yeah.
Yeah. It still looks poo as a game.
Well, it looks like a Game Freak game.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Game Freak.
I get the sense the Pokemon community aren't happy.
No, I mean, in the Pokemon community. And no, we are not.
All of it.
I am the community.
Yeah.
Fuck Game Freak. But it did look better. But you're absolutely right. It's not a Switch 2 edition game, but it is enhanced. It's an Xbox One enhanced edition, but without the label at the top.
Yes, because that's reserved for games like that. It's just weird.
It is weird.
Why is there 4 tiers?
I can see that getting very much slimmed down within the first year of everything happening. They'll not keep that.
Make
It's far too confusing.
Make it easier to understand. Or they'll do a really easy to understand diagram.
Or maybe this is how they trick people into going digital. Is that they make it
well, they've made the physical games more expensive than the digital ones, which is not often a thing.
No, it's not. You're right.
To try and force
that. Yeah, 66.
But it is how it should have been all along.
Aye.
Yes. You got to give them that.
Yeah.
Oh, there is that. So Nintendo games.
Yeah.
I suppose it depends which way around I want to do this. So there's the new Kirby.
Yeah.
Air Riders.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hate the name. Love that
Sakurai's
it's back.
game. I have nothing to say about this.
No, was that GameCube?
It was
Right,
GameCube.
yeah.
And the PAL version was notoriously difficult to get hold of.
Oh, wow.
Really, really hard. So that'll have shot up in price.
Who's got a copy of
managed
that?
to find a copy of Chibi Robo will be devastated.
Oh.
It's coming to Nintendo
I mean,
Classics.
I paid Chibi Robo. I paid 120 quid for about 8 years ago, and so now I wouldn't even like to Google how much it's worth. But again, it's one
Now
of
it's
those where
coming
like
to the
PAL versions.
Virtual console.
But the thing is that when they do, the prices go up.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of the virtual console stuff that's gone on,
Yeah.
if it's been rare, has gone up even more because
People
people
think
play
about
it and they go, "I go."
Yeah, yeah. The original version. Yeah.
Yeah, but Kirby's Air Ride was like on the GameCube was so good. It was like F-Zero almost, but slower. Like I don't know how else to describe it, but it was a kart racer in the air, and it had Kirby and all of his pals.
Yeah.
And I'm glad it's back because Sakurai needs a break from Smash more than anything. But I am glad it's back. I just don't like the name very much.
Fair. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond
Filth
looks really good on the Switch.
looks
too.
so good.
It does look a lot better than what I saw in the Direct one, and I really like the idea you can play it with the Joy-Con on your left hand and the mouse mode on your knee on the right
Yep.
hand.
And you can just
For
switch
aiming. Yeah.
seamlessly.
Whenever you want.
Mad.
which is
And
nuts.
the Treehouse showed that off so well.
Yeah.
So I was worried it was going to be like a little spinny wheel or something.
Aye.
And it just changes. It knows what you're
What I
doing.
love as well, and I was very cynical about Metroid when I saw it in the first Direct. I was like, "This, I'm just not excited. It looks the same as Metroid Prime Remastered," but on the Switch 2 with a graphic improvement on a 4K TV, I'm like, "Oh yeah, okay,
It's going to
okay,
look very shiny.
I'm getting
indeed.
this now." And the fact that they've announced it, showed you the first glimpse of it, and then backed it up with a Switch 2 Direct suggests that it's probably a lot closer to coming out than we thought. When you think a year ago we knew nothing.
Don't we have a date?
I don't think so.
No.
I think it's just 2025.
Yeah,
thought it was June.
we knew-
Oddly, not a.
we knew nothing.
It's not a day one Switch 2 game.
No, it's not. No, it's not. We don't have a date for it yet.
Grim. Okay.
But we've
Like
had
Pokemon.
nothing.
Pokemon's going to be enhanced, but no
Yeah.
date.
Nothing but a logo, and then
Okay.
all of a sudden we've had 3 trailers and like proper gameplay footage. So either they've made the game very quickly, or they've kept it under wraps for a long, long time.
It was very weird having the feeling of, hang on, this is the Wii again, when someone was using mouse mode,
Aye.
walking around with a left stick on your
Yeah.
nunchuck,
Yeah.
and then using mouse mode, but it'll be the fidelity will be there,
Aye.
Yeah.
which just wasn't there with the Wii remote. That's
Yeah, if it works.
that's cool. If it works,
If it works.
yeah. Massive
The
caveat.
Treehouse of Metroid made me so excited. The boss battle was mint.
I need to watch the Treehouse of Metroid. I've not watched it. I've
The
only
boss
seen
battle
it.
went on a bit.
It went on a bit, but like that's Metroid bosses too. It's like it just screamed Metroid to me. But the run up to the boss, like rolling around above the enemies and like the combat looked great. I'm ready. I'm ready for a Metroid.
Your body is Reggie.
My body is Reggie.
Yeah.
So the last big Nintendo game nearly gave me a heart attack
Yeah, me too.
during the live direct.
Yeah, me too.
An opening to a lovely animated cartoony world,
Yes.
where everything had eyes.
Yeah.
And I do believe my words in the chat with Mickey were, "What the fuck? It can't be," and it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. But it was predicted by me. It's new Donkey Kong, and the
Yes.
model in Mario Kart is not movie Donkey Kong.
No.
It is new Donkey Kong
Yes.
off of the new game.
Yeah.
And it looks mint.
It looks so good. The treehouse for that looks so good. Like the gameplay of just smashing through everything in sight. Amazing.
I really hope it's got more of a platforming aspect to it than what I got a sense from the Treehouse. I just hope there's more to it because we didn't get 3D Mario. So now my expectations are, well, if this is the 3D platform you're going with instead of 3D Mario, this needs to be outstanding.
Well,
and if the gimmick is just dig holes,
Red Faction.
yeah, it's essentially Red Faction.
God Red.
Because you can go forever.
Yeah.
But the fact that if this is the big 3D platformer, which is out in July, it's out a month after the Switch is, which is brilliant. I'd assume we're going to get 3D Mario still at some point, and this year we'll get an announcement for it. But it needs to be, for me personally, it needs to be strong enough to stand on its own 2 feet as a 3D platformer because it's Nintendo.
From what I saw, because 3D Donkey Kong to me is Donkey Kong 64, which was collectibles. It was Banjo-Kazooie. It was rare.
Yeah.
This looked like if Wario World got a sequel today because it was all currency based. It was money.
Yeah.
Everything you punched turned into money.
Yeah.
And that was the confusing thing to me.
Only that was how the world
I
works.
know, yeah. Just punch this wall and get a tenner.
Yeah.
But that was the confusing thing to me is
Minecraft.
I get the rebrand of Donkey Kong. It was needed 100%. I love that there's the story of he's sick of his job, but they found these
With the Diddy Kongs. The
Yeah.
Diddy Kong looking.
legally distinct Diddy Kong. And I get that the story made sense, but the currency thing in my mind says that in the Nintendo lineup, what's Wario's thing now?
Aye.
Because his is gold.
Motorbikes and pumps.
Yeah, which it has been for a while, but it's also coin.
So I watched IGN preview
Okay.
for Donkey Kong, and their takeaway was, this is Mario Odyssey 2.
Nice.
From Donkey Kong.
They think that it's the team that made Mario Odyssey, and that it's got all of the characteristics, but it's better.
I don't believe it.
And that is a very exciting prospect.
Oh, it is.
Like it's basically like there's the story driven, go and get your bananas for the story.
Yeah.
But then also there's just bananas in the world. Oh, look at the top of that really high tree. How do I get up there? Mario Odyssey style. How do I chain up my moves to get up there to go and get that additional banana?
I hope so. And that's what I mean. I hope it is the 3D platformer that we want from a Nintendo console. If it's not, then I don't know. I'd sandbag this one potentially.
Day one for me. I will be buying
Day
this
one,
game.
day and date for me.
It just looks heaps of fun.
That after the treehouse, I also don't want to see anything else because that was the tutorial level. We got the gist that the world has changed.
Yeah.
Fine, I'm done.
It's
now.
a 3D platform course I was going to play.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Since I've not been able to play Croc.
Yeah. Yeah. Poor Croc.
Smacked a gong in room.
Croc is shit.
Dong.
Can we call this week's episode title Croc of shit?
Maybe, I don't know. We'll have to see.
Spotify, let us.
Croc of Switch. Yeah. But to me, I was just so excited. The whole thing. I think the character is lush. The world is
Yes.
lush. The idea of being able to just punch through stuff indefinitely is lush. The like notion of, I can hear something. Where is that?
Yeah.
And in the treehouse, they showed really well of just, you get rewarded for just smacking through a wall.
Yeah,
Look
yeah.
at this secret room. And there was no indication that there was a room there whatsoever other than explore.
Yeah.
Like go
Yeah.
wild,
Go
go and
wild.
explore. And that's
Is it
perfect.
built by design or is it procedurally generated? Do we not know?
No, it's fully,
crafted.
fully
is it?
crafted.
Right.
It reminds us of, and this is a mental comparison, but Sonic Adventure Battle 2, Knuckles and Rouge the Bat had the ability to dig,
All right.
and there was like a world pumpkin something or other. And so you would like glide around, and then you would just dig. It had like a raid Chaos Emeralds.
Aye.
That was it.
Oh,
Go
okay.
find the Chaos Emerald.
Yeah.
It's in the ground.
That's cool.
And so, like, getting those bananas to me is that.
Yeah.
I imagine there's a radar, it's the
Yeah.
companion that we've met, and then he goes over here, and you go smash, smash, smash.
Yeah. I hope, like, when I saw the reveal of Donkey Kong, I was like, oh my god, I was excited because it was sold very well at the beginning of the trailer. I was like,
This is
holy
Banjo
shit.
Kazooie 3. Holy shit.
Yeah,
It wasn't.
yeah, no, it's not. But it's Donkey Kong. And I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. Like, all your dreams come true. And I just hope it's not all just gimmick of digging holes, punching walls.
I don't think it will be.
I hope there's more to the game than just that.
I don't think it will be.
Because from what I've seen, that's all they've really kind of focused on.
But we only saw the tutorial level, and after we met the companion, we kind of got the gist that you would learn more moves, which is rare through and through.
Yeah.
That's what we would expect from something like that.
Yeah.
It's Mario's hat in Odyssey. Like, it's all those things.
There's
I
the
fully
option
trust
for
it. Trust
other
it.
companions is Diddy Kong knocking around with his
Yeah.
jetpack and that kind of stuff. What are the rest of the lyrics to the DK rap?
I'd say where Diddy Kong is going to be hanging out. Mario Kart World. That's where Diddy Kong's going to be hanging
He
out.
will
I
get
hope
there
so.
eventually. You would
I hope so.
assume
Rare characters. It's a funny one. Like I said to me, Paul, when we watched the direct like live, as we said, and me Paul was watching it as well, and I said like, other than the banana, nothing or Grand Kirkup was about that game, other than like bongo drums, but that's just Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
And so, did Nintendo leave behind the era of Diddy Kong, Lanky Kong, Tiny Kong, Cranky Kong? We've seen a screen.
I suppose Cranky
We've
was
only
in-
seen a screen.
Cranky was in the movie as
but
well, the Mario
the
movie.
Cranky was in the movie. The other ones were just in the crowd.
Yeah.
Have an opportunity to just blank slate. It's a new Donkey Kong. Here are the new characters.
Did you see the leak that Nintendo of Korea accidentally did about this game? And about a character if you don't want to know about it, I won't say anything more.
I don't know if I do. I don't think I do.
That's fair enough. We won't say anything further. But they accidentally leaked an alternative key art which had a character on it that was not featured until then, and that's very swiftly got removed.
Right.
I see.
But the internet saw.
Yeah.
Always watching.
But yeah, day one for me, the new Donkey Kong. I think it looks class.
Day and day.
I'm definitely going to be playing the new Metroid. I can't wait until we start seeing some other Nintendo Switch 2 games. You know, I dare to have hope for Gen 10 Pokemon, but it's going to be Game Freak and it'll be Shan.
Oh, God. Game Freak.
I feel for you, I really do.
Hopefully, the reason that Game Freak haven't done a good thing in a decade is because they've been working on this. That's my only hope, but I know Game Freak, and I know that's not true.
Fair play.
But we'll see.
Any other points we wanted to talk
So
about?
many.
We could probably do another whole episode on just
We probably could. But I think we've gone through a pretty decent list of everything that has happened on the Nintendo Switch 2. Hopefully this podcast has come to you in a decent sounding form. We've had a bit of a change in tech again.
Graham's got his MacBook
Return
back.
of the Mac. Graham's MacBook is back. So we are on a slightly different setup than we have been. So if there are any little gremlins, hopefully we'll get those worked out in the not too distant future. Obviously stick around, keep an eye out for us moving into potentially the video world in just 9 short episodes time. Please tell your friends. I loved the fact that we've got people in Singapore listening to us for sort of understanding the local language and twang, educational purposes.
Yep.
Does that mean we get education discounts on things?
I think it does. Yeah.
I think so.
we're a learning institute now.
Yeah, I think that works. But yes,
If you'd like to
please-
join the University of Straight Up Games,
yes, please do so.
Yeah.
And send us a message if you do. So please share the podcast. Please follow us on your platform of choice. Get in touch on Blue Sky if you wish. This has been a really fun episode. I'm so excited for the Switch 2 and I get to go on launch day and buy it. I cannot wait. I've been Carrick. This has been Graham.
see you later.
This has been Mickey.
Bye-bye.
And we'll see you again soon. Cheers.